track.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday Night Live with Evil's Comics. What's up, Mike?
Howdy. How you doing, Trev?
Doing pretty good. A lot better than the last couple of days, for sure.
I like
a lot
that.
more energy. Yeah, was under the weather the last couple of days. Thank you so much to everybody who reached out, who knew about it. I don't really broadcast, but a few people knew about it. So thank you so much. Hope everybody had a great weekend. So see who all joined us. Tina, what's going on, babe?
Hey, Tina.
It was interesting being in the chat last night with Tina and everybody during the Dark Tower discussion.
I like
Read the
that too
first
because
part
you
of
were
that.
you're still throwing stuff up in there. I like that too. You know. What's
Yeah,
up, Las Cruces?
what I could, and I passed out in about 30 minutes till the end. It was like I woke up at like 2 a.m. on the couch. What's up, Las Cruces? How's it going, buddy?
What's up, James?
Wahoo!
Woohoo!
Love New Mexico. D, what's going on, Hungry D?
Hey, Hungry D.
D's going out on a date tonight, so she won't be here. But thanks for commenting, D.
And good luck.
Right? It's date night. I'm pretty sure she's married, actually.
Oh, okay.
What's
Well,
up,
still
cat
good.
friends?
Good luck. Hey, cat friends.
How you doing, cat friends? Awesome cat channel. Thanks for coming by. Go check out Dee. She's an awesome cook and does ASMR type shorts. So check her out. Always showing some fun stuff. Steve White.
Hey, brother Steve.
What's up, Steve? Part of the quartet in Canada. Thanks for stopping by. Go check out Steve. He's got great content. Always putting out videos, going through his collection, showing his hauls off, showing store videos, Comic-Con videos. Great content. Cat fan, what's going on, bestie?
Hey, cat fan.
Hope you're doing okay. Glad to see you. Get back into the groove. Change profiles again. Oh, no. Yeah, Tina was having problems. She couldn't comment on any shorts for like a month, and it just corrected itself. Interesting. 2 thumbs up. Uh-oh.
Right? You get one from both accounts. I like that.
Christina Payne. What's going on, amazing Christina?
What's up, Christina Payne?
Part of the Amazing Friends on Paul and the 619 Tuesdays. Check her out. She's also in all the chats supporting.
She is.
Christina and Tina, my girl, are both up for Comic Book Community Awards supporter. Movie fan, what's going on, bud?
Hey, movie fan. And Las Cruces.
Oh, yeah, and Las Cruces. Sorry, my bad. Dropping a like. Thank you so much.
We do like those likes.
We got Boggs. What's going on, Will?
What's up, Will?
Thanks so much for coming by. Let's go. The tower. Yeah.
The tower.
I like it when Steve White says it. He puts so much
effort into it.
Yeah, like his voice. That's great. Phil, what's going on, Phil?
Hey, Phil.
Glad to see you. Greetings from the forest. Right where you belong. It's just the floral section in Kroger's.
I was saying Garden Ridge. And you know what a Garden Ridge is? Did y'all have that up north Texas? It's like a bit. It's like it's Walmart size, but it's just a big hobby place. But like, they have like the biggest like fake floral thing that I can think of, and like it literally looks like a forest when you go in there, and I imagine like Phil with his setup and everything in one of those garden ridge.
That's hilarious. Thanks for coming by, Phil. Hope you're doing okay. Detroit up 10-3 at half. Wow, that's a low scoring
Yeah,
game.
I saw
Lower
that.
scored than I thought. Have not checked in on that. Thanks for the update. Any scores, let us know. Halftime, though, that's low scoring. How much black cherry yogurt is too much black cherry yogurt? I mean, do you like black cherry?
All right, I do.
I mean, like orange. That's like me with orange sherbet. I can just eat that and
It's sherbet.
fuck it. Dude, I love it.
4 cups, Phil. That's your limit.
4 cups. Tamale magic. Are you are you in the restroom with that? That's good.
If you eat more than the 4, you're gonna be in the restroom.
Yeah, you're good then. Don't push your luck. Durs, what's going on, bud?
What's up, Durs?
Hope you're doing okay. Last couple of weeks, miss you. Check out Durs. Believe he said he's going to be selling for his comic shop here pretty soon on weekends.
He did.
So, going to be cool to see. DJ, what's going on, James?
What's up, James?
Must be a great. Yeah, of course. We're still before we even got live. What's up, Travis?
What's up, Travis?
Another awesome Canadian. Thanks for showing up, Travis. Hope you're doing okay. Bunch of everybody saying hi to each other. Andrew Kai, what's going on?
Hey, Andrew Kai.
Hope you're doing okay, Andrew. Hope everybody had a great one. Dismay Comics, what's going on?
Hey, Dismay.
Thanks for stopping by, Dismay. I believe they're coming out with some new stuff. Got some Kickstarter information.
Yeah, he does, the Gallo Man. Y'all go check out the Gallo Man. It's Kickstarter. Not only does the art look really cool, but the story's supposed to be pretty cool. I don't know, I haven't read it yet.
There you go.
It does look good.
Yep. Feeling better. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't finish the book. Like I said, I have 1 through 4 and 6 and 7. I'm missing 5. So I did 1 through 4. That's why I was able to comment on that section. Freaking 20 minutes early. LP, what's going on, Lady Prime?
Hey, Lady Prime.
It was a great show on Saturday.
I was so glad to have them back.
I guess Neil's just taking a break, maybe, but it was nice just to have the Primes on there.
Especially for them taking the month off, like them both being sick. It was good just to have an episode with them back,
Yeah. Amen. Spirit in the Sky, what's going on, Spirit?
Hey, Spirit in the Sky. Good.
Hope you're doing good. Here we go. It's Rich, Comic Cap Collectibles.
What's up, Rich?
Rich is up for a CBC award as well for pressing and comic restoration. Does a great job. Go check out his channel. Been just huge improvements this year on that front.
Trying new things, different techniques. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it takes some balls to do it on some of those more expensive comics, and then record yourself while doing it. It's a lot of pressure.
Got good thumbnails, though, if you fuck up.
Brucifer, what's going on?
Hey, Kingdom of Nerds.
Kingdom of Nerds, they do a great show. He's going live multiple times a week.
They were live earlier. I was watching them for a little bit.
Oh, with some great panelists on there. Pops Attic, what's going on, Pops Attic?
Hey, Pops.
Thanks for coming in. You want some great deals on some comic books? Go check out Pops Attic on Instagram. Always throws up books whenever Legion of Comics is kind of getting rid of them and stuff. And
a very trusted seller. I know there's some folks out there worried about that. Pops is a very, very, very trusted seller. I think out of all the sellers I know, Pops would be like the top of the list just because of the connection alone. And then I met him, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, Pops is a great guy.
Hmm.
Mainstay in the community. I mean, he's a lifelong comic collector. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
the knowledge that he has is ridiculous. Like I kind of wish Pops would hop on Legion of Comics and lay down like a Pops, like pop knowledge for 20 minutes or something.
What's up, Joe? Anachronic Comics.
Hey, Joe.
Joe had a great live stream on Friday. He and Dave. What's Dave's channel's name?
I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank because he was
Oh
brand
yeah.
new to me. But I mean, you talk about the original art that both of them were showing because
Ooh.
Joe started out showing the community art, which is just phenomenal. And we all love some community art. And then, Bruce, he was showing like, I mean, Gary Frank originals, like,
Mm-hmm.
and not. I mean, some of it was the Ghost Machine stuff and newer stuff, but some of it was that, when he first started stuff. It was nice. Spinnerack. That's Spinnerack Comics. Thanks,
Yeah.
Tina.
Thanks, Tina. Great stuff, Joe. Got some links being thrown in there. Just ran over from at week's end, trying to catch my breath. Appreciate you. Kevin, Random Rips. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin.
Go back and check out Kevin. He does a live stream on Saturday nights. You can always find him on my Wednesday Hangout, too. He's been there a lot.
I actually saw Kevin quite a lot this weekend. He was kind of in a lot of different places.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot.
He's around.
He was on Perry.
Tony. What's up, Commieverse?
What's up, Tony?
Tony had a live earlier today with DVH.
I missed both.
Whenever
There's
he...
DVH had a live, on Saturday.
Yep. Find me in the Garden Center. Dang, we're that far behind. All right.
You're getting caught up. You're getting there. How about them Steelers?
Lottery Keno, but a loser. Now you're playing Keno a lot. You used to
Always
Keno
another
master.
day.
Aaron, what's going on, Aaron? Sports cards and things.
Hey, Aaron.
Aaron does an awesome live stream on Friday nights, Aloha Fridays. He's a Hawaiian native, so it's usually late at night. Check that out. Beckerman, what's going on, Beckerman?
Hey, Mike.
Awesome member of the community. You see him on the Comic Vikings channel. They do the Hucklebuck haul video every week.
And I've heard.
And he's almost always on the church also.
Yep, on Sundays at Bleeker's Church. But I've heard that this Tuesday on the Hucklebuck is going to be like a magical special episode that you don't want to miss out. Like, so
I'm there.
I've heard.
I need to comment. Like the last couple of them, I watched the majority of them, and I forgot to comment.
I'm terrible at that. Like before Brian's thing, and he even mentioned this. I went before the damn stream to check if I had the live, and I got distracted and started watching the damn stream again, and then I was like, oh shit, the stream started, and I forget to put comment. I don't.
That's
I be watching stuff.
Bud Files, what's going on, Bud Files?
Hey, Bud Files.
Great family vlog channel. They did one of their shout out videos, which I love. I'm thinking about doing one of those where they just do a live stream or a premiere going through their subscription list and just saying what every channel is. They watch every kind of channel.
I don't even think I know. I'm subbed up to too many.
Good to see you, Spirit. Joseph Michaels, what's going on, Joseph Michaels?
Hey, Joseph Michaels.
Another awesome figure channel. One of the review channels I thought should have been mentioned. Should have been in the finalists. I voted for him. Does awesome figure reviews.
Yeah, I do, and I enjoy his figure selection as well because he shows off like just figures. I mean, because I figure shop, I mean, most of us do, right? But he has a, he has some different stuff that I just don't see. It's nice.
AR, what's going on, AR?
What's up, AR?
They're awesome dude in the community. You were on. I think you were live with somebody earlier. AR.
He was on Legion of Comics chat on Friday, like at the halfway point, which was like 3 hours in, 4 hours in, something like that.
This is a long
And,
one.
and I don't really recommend anybody to go to that thumbnail that I just made because it got pretty heavy and deep, and AR kind of like turned into a judge, like not but he was there to give like some legit counsel to two different individuals. It got spicy on Legion. Check out Legion of Comics, on Friday.
Friday morning hangout could be, yeah. You never know what they're going to talk about. Kind of like my Wednesday show. Beck Neptune, what's going on, Beck Neptune?
Hey Beck.
Hope you're doing well. Beck is a CBC finalist, isn't she?
You are correct. She is.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
brain is, like I said, I've been sick. My brain fog. I lost.
I think Best New Channel.
Best New Channel, that's right.
Either Best New Channel
or Unknown.
Yeah, or Unknown. It's one of the two. But
we got Canadian Survivalist. What's going on, bud?
Hey, Canadian. And can y'all do me a favor? Because everybody says hi to this guy, but nobody subs him up. He's only got 66 subs, guys. 66 subs. Go sub up Canadian Survivalist. You need some more subs.
I didn't even know he had an actual channel where you put out content.
He does.
Okay. I mean, I'm sub to him, but I need to go check his channel out more. We got Kevin. What's going on, Kevin? Entropy in Comics.
Hey, Kevin.
Another awesome channel. Shows off a lot of autographs. Always has great stories to tell whenever he's showing off his books.
Thanks, James.
We get Melanin and Manga. What's going on? Sheena and Inja.
What's up, Sheena?
I thought I said I just pooped.
No.
I just popped in to say hi. Gotta go to bed. Yeah, thanks so much for dropping in. You're awesome. Working the LA Sparks game tonight. Nice. I've been watching a lot of that, actually. It's pretty spicy, some of the WNBA games.
But I heard a lot of people are going to the female sides of sports, I've heard that in a couple.
Well, the way the NBA is right now, it's a joke. Honestly, it's like, yeah. 2 weeks of content to my channel today, so you got 2 weeks of videos. So enjoy this week and next week. Awesome.
That's crazy.
Check out Adventurous Joe for some figure reviews. Nice.
Go ahead, answer that call.
Yeah.
Talk to you next.
All right. It's like we're getting down to the end finally.
Thanks, Captain.
Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. First off, really only news that I have is they started filming in New Zealand for Predator Badlands, which is the new Predator film. It's going to entail two sisters between 20 and 40 years old. They're saying that they probably already cast Elle Fanning, who I guess that's Dakota Fanning's sister.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to have, like, one of them's the evil, one of them's a good sister. I don't know how they're going to. One of them's a lab born. These are all leaks right now, not confirmed. But new Predator movie is going to be interesting.
Well, it's kind of hope we were going to get the direct sequel to Prey, where they were going to do the French Revolution.
We are. Predator. It said in that article that Prey 2 and Badlands are both greenlit. Yeah.
Okay. You scared me there for a second.
Ari's World? What's going on, Ari's World?
Hey, Ari.
Ari fam. Awesome family channel. Go check them out. Always with the dogs and in the outside. So if you don't make it outside, you can watch it at least. You had a couple things. What were you that were coming out you were talking about earlier?
I'm drawing a blank, buddy.
Alien.
Yeah, we got Alien Earth. That's a new TV show that I'm unclear on where it's going to drop, but it's Disney, so Disney Plus, I'm assuming. But they have announced it because that was a teaser they dropped. Like, either if you went to go see Alien Romulus like during certain theaters, or it was like 3 days later. But It's a small little teaser that just shows Xenomorph, and it's got like Earth and its reflection in its head. But no, that's supposed to be coming like soon. Supposedly they already have it done, filmed, and like they were doing it in secret or some kind of
And it's
under.
live action.
Mhm, mhm. And
Ooh,
it's gonna be a
interesting.
TV show. Um, Trying to think. It has been a little spotty. I know they've done casting for One Piece, like they've announced, like for the live action second season, most
Mm-hmm.
of the stars, but they're still continuing to add people from Jamie Lee Curtis, like big name stars, to some newer, which I'm excited for that. But then, what do you call it? For those of y'all that don't know, in Dragon Ball Dama, I think it's called. We just got like the first couple episodes of that. That just dropped. Um,
Is that where they're just redoing it, or?
No, Dama is like it's supposed to be the continuation of Super. I'm kind of unclear
Oh,
100%, but it's
interesting.
when they get turned like chibi sized, like Vegeta and
I
Goku,
got you.
like some kind of magic, but they get turned like kid size, and predominantly through the season they're going to be like kid size. Everybody else is going to be regular size, but
I guess that's the way to nerf them.
I can see that.
What's up, Foxing in Fiction?
Hey, Fox and Fiction,
Saw you in one of the other chats before. Great name.
Brian's this morning.
That's right. And Rude, brother Rude. What's going on?
What's that, Rude?
Thanks for popping in. Start talking about Dragon Ball and Rude pops in.
Right. And we got other movie news. We got Joker's 2, and the Folia Do, and
That's
it's
right.
getting very mixed reviews from it's horrible to it's a decent movie kind of thing. I've from trusted reviews that I mean you can take reviews with a grain of salt kind of thing depending on you. But with the reviews that I've heard, the music is actually fine and people want more of that. Um, It's they kind of divert the movie halfway and it turns into this other thing.
What do you watch Daima on?
I haven't watched it yet, but supposedly it should either be on Crunchyroll and Hulu Plus, like simulcast.
It better be on Crunchyroll. After Z, before Super.
Oh, okay.
We turned into kids. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't think we've
Hey,
gotten
what's
there
going
yet.
on, Tyler?
Hey, Tyler.
Hope you're
Tyler
doing
doesn't
good.
suck.
It was great. It was some
Oh, go back
funny
to that.
stuff on.
Did you read that? Look, I'm the former pizza
Oh,
rat.
okay.
Restart my
Pizza
channel.
Rat.
Okay, so we do
Okay,
know you.
okay. Nice.
Thanks for putting that, because a lot of us thought you were a brand new channel that we didn't know.
Right? Pizza Rat turned into Foxing and Fiction. Both great channel names. And Beetlejuice. You haven't seen it yet?
Beetlejuice, no, and I do know some people that saw it, like personally, like Lady Prime and Fanboy. They went and saw it and they had a good time. I've heard mixed things about it as well. I've heard I think the major thing is like the ending. I've heard a lot of people like really enjoyed the movie until you get to like the last 10 minutes, and then it just kind of like hurries the heck up and it just kind of fizzles out. But as far as like it being like a good sequel, that kind of stuff, everybody's like in the positive range.
Interesting. I'm still going to go see it, but
And Rude, they have a free account on Crunchyroll. They still do the free thing. You got to watch it with ads, but they still have a free version where you don't have to pay for it. And the paid version, it's only like $5 or $6. It's cheap compared to like all the other streaming.
only Dragon Ball, man, you're just missing out on so much. You're like Mark.
Dragon Ball Super, man, you got like 1,000 episodes to go, man. 50-50. Then I mean that's
That's
I've heard kind of the consensus. I've heard a lot. There's some people that are Beetlejuice fans that didn't like a lot of it. I mean I've seen like IGN. I think it gave it a 7, and Game Brains gave it like a 5. That it's kind of got varying.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, if
All
y'all
right.
didn't know that Crunchyroll does have a free, and it's not like a preview account or anything. You can watch stuff, you know. It's just it does have ads.
I'm
NFL
not.
is back.
I'm probably not going to renew my subscription because there's really nothing on there right now that. Because I've watched so much stuff on there.
I've watched so much stuff, and I still have like in my watch list. I still have stuff just sitting there because there's so much out there, and how much they're dropping stuff. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of popular ones that drop, but I want to say like every week there's like 20 new shows or something that drop.
Yeah. Well, like Boruto's dropping, Jujutsu Kaisen's about to end. So there's a few things, but I feel like I've watched most everything.
Doctor Stone,
I love Doctor Stone.
One Piece,
I tried, man. I tried.
Bleached all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Bleach, just waiting for the last season on Hulu.
Yeah, there's still Fairy Tale, Eden Zero.
Fairy Tale, yes. Eden Zero. I've watched some. Which one was that?
Eden Zero,
It's,
it
it sounds familiar.
contains fairy tale characters. Like it is a continuation of fairy tale, but it's like it just has those characters, but an all new aesthetic. It's more futuristic versus the medieval.
Mm, okay.
I
I don't know
like
if I've seen that one.
I liked Eden Zero, but I don't even know if we're getting a season 2 because he already started like another manga kind of thing. And he's
NFL's
talking.
back. Get that hashtag in there for a chance at a duck for my monthly duck race. Usually pull ducks every live stream and then give away a stack of books. Pull 5 books every Wednesday. So there's typically 20 to 25 books in the giveaway. Just sent this last month's giveaway, More Life and Travel. Sean and Alex won it. So they should be getting that pretty soon. What's up, Mark? We are Legion. Thanks for
What's up,
coming in,
Mark?
bud.
I think we shouted you out twice.
He said NFL's lame. I just noticed that.
Right there with
NFL's
you, buddy.
not
I'm
lame.
right there with you, buddy. I watch it, and I can't see how y'all don't think it's rigged like wrestling. Like, and this is like, which like when I say this, the refs, man. I feel like the refs are scripted. Like okay, watching that, you can't because I watched that game, the Kansas City Chiefs versus and you talk about like how many times you know the refs were calling on the other team and not really Kansas. And I wasn't like in a minority either, or I wanted Kansas to win because of you, Mike, and some of my friends. But like, I don't have any ties to either team. But like, you're talking about like all the calls they did miss versus the calls they did, catch. It's like,
Man, it was on both sides. It was
it
definitely on
was,
both sides.
but
I
it
mean, that's just the refs, man.
starts looking
The
a
refs
little.
just had a shitty game, a
On
shitty
top of that,
referee.
and if that's the case, why do they even employ these same refs that make these problems? I mean, we're so hypercritical of like CGC for grading, and technically that's what these refs are doing. But like, I mean, every now and then you might hear one getting a fine, like. Mm,
Yeah, I would say for the most part, they're pretty accurate. As many
mm,
calls as they have to make every game, hundreds of calls, they're pretty
mm.
accurate. They
Uh,
might miss one or two, but
I'm gonna go with the conspiracy theory that modern day American gangsters run the NFL, Major League Baseball too. Now tennis, I'm saying the cartel. I'm thinking it's all
oh my god!
I'm
All right, we
thinking,
got 19 people. Anybody else? Anybody else? 26 watching.
right? Get those
Let me pull it.
hashtags in. Don't listen to me. This ain't rigged. NFL might be, but this ain't okay.
Watch Tina win. Everybody's like rigged.
Hey, but okay, so I wanted to like throw that out there too, right? Because Tina does win a lot, but she didn't win the monthly giveaway, so got quiet there.
Foxing and fiction. There you go.
Brand new friend.
50 cameras the whole game. No way. No, there's no way to make it. Yeah, but that
Exactly.
has to do with the rules. They're not going to
Exactly.
review everything. That's the only thing. You only get a certain amount of challenges if they miss a call, and it's part of the game.
We'd never see her again.
Shit, I love Kelsey and Taylor Swift. Congrats, formerly Pizza Rat, Foxing and Fiction.
AR is like currently is so corrupt. I'm gonna go. Yep.
Just
It's the rules that you can't have on screen. See, Mark's got my back. He knows what I'm talking about. He watches the Wi-Fi.
oh my god, whatever, whatever. Get the fuck out. Lawn darts, most corrupt sports.
I don't know.
All right, we got.
I go
What
with
you
frisbee
watch for
golf.
Red? I guess we can do halls. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I ain't got no halls, you know. I mean, I could show
Yeah,
you the
you,
couple
you got a few
things.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a few things.
Yeah, because for those of y'all that don't know, I've switched to all digital, and so far I'm kind of loving it. I mean, there's a couple times it's frustrating. I'll tell you what I don't like, and a lot of people seem to do, is the dynamic comics. I'm not a big fan of that, where it's like it highlights like a section at a time as you read it. Like, I kind of want it there, and you know, so I can zoom, looking at stuff. I don't know. I'm
What's
getting
up,
like,
Barrett?
hey, Barrett. Crap ton of reading, but I picked up a new Hot Wheel for my set, and it's gonna be hard to make out what this is, but it's a regular Batman animated, you know, the car from the animated, but it's got like yellow highlights on the top. That's what makes it different. But I mean, because I already got like two other ones back there, but you know, I mean, getting a new Batman car, I'm super excited about that. But you know, I got something else while I was out. I found this like Power Rangers series 2 from 1994 cards, you know, and like I, I opened them up. I was like, man, I got to see what's inside there. So I'll show you what I got. And I didn't even know there was like this amazing gimmick in there. I didn't even know they did a bunch of these. I don't know who they are. I'm not a super huge Power Ranger fan. My brother is. That's kind of why I got these. And he was not impressed, sadly. It's actually Quagmire. That's what's that dude's name from no, I'm not gonna make no small jokes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, from
Game of
Family
Thrones.
Family Guy.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. So we got the Red Range. You gotta have the Red Range in there. You got Billy the Blue Ranger, you know. And then I'm just showing some highlight of some cars because there's a bunch of cars. It's like 13, but like here's the hologram.
The Blue Ranger nerd.
Right, the Blue Ranger. I like Billy. Billy was all right. All right, so we got this like it's like a chromatic card or what. I don't know what you even call these cards because it's just shiny around the edges or whatever. But like
it's like a funkadelic design.
Bondage cover, right? You got Pink Ranger and she's like being tied up, like right. I was like, yeah. I was like, you don't want that, Randy? And he was like, nah. He's like, oh, I'll take that. And it says power foil. That's what kind of foil that is. It's power foil. You know, 1994 we had the power foil. You know, they don't make no power foil no more. All right, that's all I got.
Awesome.
There's some cool cards.
I love Hot Wheels. Still collect them as well.
I love Hot Wheels. I have a lot of Hot Wheels. You can't see them all, but I mean, but the cool thing, kind of the sad thing is it says series 2, but they're all based off the first season. Like I have watched some Power Rangers and I have watched the first 2 seasons like actually multiple times, but like I was kind of disappointed. I thought this was going to be like the second season or something. They're all like specifically for the first season. I was like, what the
hell? Yeah, he collects all the Batman stuff.
I do Batman cards and then I do pop culture cards. Like you can't. My pop culture collection is more over there.
Yeah, you got the all purple Batmobile you were talking about earlier, off camera. Yeah, he's got the whole.
I get excited when I find new Batman cards because I was telling Trev they do 5 a year, but it's really like 18 because they do variants like they do comics. like this is Batman car 505 from this year, but like so is the purple one, so is the gold one. It's the same card stock, you know. Well, I mean, it's not the same card stock, but the same numbered car, but it's just different variants. You know. They do have
Blue
a
Ranger
gold.
defeats all Rangers of Prep Time. Was he Batman?
Yeah, basically, like, and kind of more so in the comics, right? Because he was kind of like their go-to guy to fix like the major problems. And Billy was a lot cooler in the comics. I know that.
Quit buying new comics. Wow. Buy
It's just, I mean,
a bunch of toys. Nice.
I'm kind of there. It's getting to the point where it's getting like hella expensive, you know.
Mm-hmm. G-Man, what's going on, G-Man? Hope you're doing good.
What's up, G-Man? What's up, bro?
Pre-1990 trucks, far too many of them. Yeah.
That's why I don't do like all Hot Wheels. For one, I'm not a car guy. I'm a fantasy car guy. I like cars from movies and TV shows and stuff like that. But as far as like cars in real life, no, I'm not that guy. Like car's a car,
Yeah.
A to B. Woo-hoo, you know.
What's up, Carmen? Carmen's Crafts.
Hey, Carmen.
Go check out Carmen for some awesome crafting. Does a bunch of shorts showing off her crafts. Does lives with Robin. And great channel. Thanks, Carmen, for coming in. Oh, yeah, and I almost forgot the shout outs. Tina reminded me as we were going there, but we got a couple of CBC Award finalists, both of them in my category, 5,000 plus. We got Mercenaut first. Great channel. I was watching some of their hot book alert videos, and he gets on there with multiple people, and they go over just movers and shakers in the industry. If you're looking at value, he does reviews, different hauls. But big channel, 6,000 subs, gets a lot of views, great content. A couple of these big channels I didn't even know about. We got Comic Pop Returns, and it's usually a panel. You do?
I do know Comic Pop, the first guy I know, brand new.
But I watched this Jason Aaron talking about his Turtles run that he's just now starting, which I didn't even know he was on.
I didn't either.
But they did a great interview at this comic convention with Jason Aaron. They do different topics, talk about different topics. Always some great content, looks like. And they have 28,000, almost 30,000 people. So
big channel.
Big boy channel, yeah. Reggie Collect size when he quit. I've actually considered quitting buying new comics as well. A lot of stories. Yeah. There's not many of them that are.
It's
like,
kind of a valid point. You know, it's one of the ones like, and I'm not saying this to suggest anybody, but I mean, because digital still costs money. It's not free. You know, I mean, you're still either paying for a subscription service or buying single issues, and they are a lot cheaper. I mean, 50 cents to $1, that kind of thing. But like I'm kind of in the same boat where there was a lot of like arc stories, stuff like that were hit or miss, and you're taking a chance at $5 a pop on single issue to single issue. This guy, who the F is this guy? No.
We got my co-host, Evil's Comics. Mike's back to doing reviews. Hot damn. Been waiting. Started
coming.
The Alien versus Avengers. I need to get on that because I heard that's really good.
Really good.
Started out reviewing some Beeswax, which is what's his name? Is that Warhammer?
No, that's Siren.
Siren, that's right.
Matthew Atkins, I think is his name. Matthew Atkins.
Community member, so he reviewed the first 2 issues, and he said the third issue is coming out soon. Then we got he did Wolverine's Revenge, Patra, the new Frankenstein, which I actually read myself.
I love that.
Good. And Alien versus Avengers, but you're putting out what, 3 a week or more?
Like 2 or 3. And this week it was a small week, so I do have 2 coming, but one's gonna be from previous weeks. But the next one I got is Minor Arcana, the Jeff Lemire book that just dropped, and then thanks, Tina. And she's the only one that's actually congratulated on like for hitting that milestone.
You.
Yeah, no, but she was like the first one. Like
Yeah.
The second I saw it, like for somehow she must have saw it like right before me because I got a comment like right. I was like, oh dang. Um, no, I was pretty stoked about that hitting 900. So
Heck
thank
yeah.
you on that. No, but the other book I'm doing is Helen of Wyndham. Have you read or seen that title? Does anybody know what that book is? If
Is
not,
it
I
a,
will.
is it
Okay,
about
so
a queen or a princess?
I would say kind of princess, not so much. Okay, so a couple years ago, there was a best-selling hit that's about to be turned into a movie from Tom King and Beverly Eloquist, and that book was Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah.
so this is their next, big thing that they got going on. I want to say it's from Dark Horse. Don't quote me on the comic book company. It's either Dark Horse or IDW. But I want to say it's Dark Horse. But what this book is about, it's kind of like a what if. I looked it up to make sure it's not. But okay, so it's a tale about like what if the author of Conan that met a sadly demise at an early age. If you don't know the author, yeah, I think it's Conan Doyle. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but he committed suicide at the early age of 30. This book is focusing on his daughter that was estranged, left, and she's basically coming back to pick up his estate. And the book is told from like a maid slash servant that was like requested to take on this journey with this girl because the girl is kind of like a princess. I mean, she's basically like the heir to the Conan empire, like the birth of like basically medieval stuff in comics. So like she has like a huge estate kind of thing, and that's kind of what I mean. But the art is beautiful. The story, I mean, just from the first book is fantastic. It is like a realistic, like set piece, but there are like fantasy stuff straight from like Conan kind of stuff. They can't say I don't know why or whatever. They use like a different guy's name. They use, I don't think the real author of Conan had a daughter in real life, but it's kind of like a like what if kind of thing.
Is
It's
that
fantastic.
is that the one that's the Hyborian age or whatever?
That's the stuff that he created, yeah, because he started out with like a couple different books before Conan, but yeah, the Hyperion Age.
What's going on, Hack? Hope you're doing good today.
Hey, Hack Attack.
Go check out Hack. Always doing some great live streams. Got memberships over there, giving away some great books. Check out Hack. What we got? Stop buying new comics. I still buy some titles. Trying to dive into older stuff. Need to. I'm early '90s. Yep.
I'm doing a little
Early
bit of
'90s
both,
is
actually.
good. Late
I'm actually
'90s, it's rough.
I'm doing, yeah, it was, and they went, especially depending on who you're into, because if you're a Spider-Man fan, like, I mean, it got real weird in the 90s, and not just because, like, hey, they were doing clones. I liked all the clone stuff. No, it's where the story went, kind of thing.
Mm.
They didn't know what was going on. They were trying to figure out who this guy was, and no, I'm actually doing like a lot of like a bunch of errors, like 60s comics mixed in with like 80s, mixed in with 90s, just different series because digital library it's open.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and that's like the another thing that digital has, like the excessive libraries. Like there's certain Batman storylines that I've wanted to read forever and just don't see them in the wild, kind of thing. And they're not like heavily facsimiled or reprinted storylines, So that's kind
What's
of
up,
cool.
Tate?
What's up, Tate Brad?
Loving new comics right now, especially Star Trek. Congratulations, Mike. It's awesome. Yeah, that's cool.
Thanks,
Yeah, there's
Sam.
a couple different Star Trek series out, huh?
I've actually heard really good things about, I mean, Star Trek in general. Like, and I know AR will attest to that, but the Star Trek fans are kind of in like this huge renaissance era where like they got like a whole bunch of good shows, like a bunch of good comics. Like I even dipped in some Star Trek, like when they were doing like forget what it was called, but they did like a couple different arcs where it was just 4 issue series. You didn't need to know a lot about it. It was like holiday, Halloween type stuff, but they were really good.
Robert E. Howard film, The World Wide World. The Whole Wide World.
I think that was his name, not Conan Doyle. It was Robert E. Howard was
Is it
the
Robert?
author.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
He was from Texas.
That's another guy though that you mentioned.
Plano, Texas. Conan Doyle, I think he was a like sci-fi writer and stuff like that too.
New stuff on your community page. Pre-code only, baby. Nice.
Robert sent me some cool pre-code. Like
9-panel grid. What's going on, 9-panel?
Hey, 9-panel grid.
Another comic book community award finalist for new channel. Go check him out. He's one of Fable's crew. Always find him over there. Justin, 3 Good Nerds, my Texas brother. What's going on?
Hey, Justin.
Hope you're doing well today. And Lady Fantastic, Lady Lord of the Rings, I like to call her.
What's up, Caroline? That's my
Hope you're doing well.
That's my loot. My loot queen. You know, that's who she is. You want the loot? She's got it. She knows where to find it. You know?
The loot.
Caroline's fun.
All right, some stuff that I picked up. We'll highlight a few books I picked up this last week. Got the Homage Transformers #1s.
The Megatron. I'm still trying to figure out if Ralph. I don't think Ralph Macchio did that.
No, it's a different artist.
Yeah.
Then we finally picked up one for me and one for Tina. G.I. Joe 309.
Yeah, it's cool.
If you don't know,
it's got the Steve. It's got the Steve.
It's got the Steve. We got Steve White, his article, his picture of his entire G.I. Joe run made it in. Really awesome.
So cool. I love having stuff like that. Like, I have a couple of those from the community. Like, I have Louis' like, you know, his article in Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Found some more 50-cent books. Found Supernatural, #1. Cool. The CW show. Got some Scotty Young goodness.
And the Tate, I think they were facsimiles or straight up like reprints. What would you say those Transformer books are? They're not homages because they are.
No, they're 40th anniversary, so I would say reprints.
Reprints, yeah.
Yeah. Homage cover of reprints.
Scotty Young.
Some more Scotty. That's great.
It's actually good. It's actually a good run. For some reason, that's the only run of part. Well, I've read like 2 runs, but that one in particular was really good.
Found a bunch of these revival. It got greenlit. It got optioned. Have you heard about this revival book?
No.
They're all Jenny Frizzens.
Yeah, I recognize the art, but not heard about the story.
I don't know. I was talking to my LCS owner about Jenny Frizen, and he's like, "Have you read this yet? This is a great series. Like a mystery, maybe. Like she's a cop or something. I don't know."
Yeah, it looks cool. It reminds me of this other series I want to go.
This is like The Shining-esque.
Oh,
is it about this revival?
Phil has. The revival was dead spec for so long, so maybe it finally got picked up again. Caroline,
that's crazy.
She's like, I have a Jim Ballin book where bears. I don't even know how to say that.
These are like $1 each. So
killed by zombies.
It's like I want to say it's a 22 issue run. I got about half of them. And then, hey, what's up, TCP? Collector P.
Collector P.
I picked up my favorite Jenny Frizen cover. I finally got it because it's an expensive book, so I just haven't picked it up yet. But I got a hell of a deal on it, and I got one with the custom label. So this is one of the books I've been looking for quite a while. The Astonishing Ant-Man, Death of X, Jenny Frizen variant.
I've never seen that, but man, that is a fantastic cover. I don't know why Psylocke's on there, but I like it.
Because it's I guess Death of X. I don't know. I've never read Death of X storyline,
I
but
did, and I'm trying to remember what the heck it was about.
had that fucking custom label. Love
Yeah, it's
that.
cool. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, if anybody knows, this is a decently expensive book,
It's
but
beautiful.
really happy to get that. Got that for a deal. Always, if you're checking eBay or anything, always check and see if the people have Instagram accounts. Get in touch with them on Instagram and offer them less. Avoid the eBay fees and just offer them cash, and you can get it for a lot cheaper usually.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What's up,
Really
Aaron?
happy to get that. Aaron, what's going on? Norrin Rad? Rad Art and Comics. I still call him Norrin Rad even.
I like Norrad. Like I like Reddit too, but like I'm so used to Norrad. My first thought it just goes back to that. But I actually like. I mean, because honestly, I've only met two hardcore Silver fans in the community, and that's Aaron and Mark from Sleeping Comics. And that, I mean, and I know G-Man's also a Silver Surfer fan, but no, but they were like, they're like the two hardcore.
Thanks, Caroline. Appreciate you. Exactly. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. One of the original books. I could
Yeah,
have
I
got
remember
this
Carolyn.
Bay Boy for cheaper than I did, but I still got it, so I was happy I did. My favorite book. But
It is
I
good.
found out that he was on after I received it. I noticed that it had some what's it called? Not foxing, like the bubble, the
The
sheen
disc,
effect.
the disc,
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? Newton
the
Newton
disc.
rings.
Yeah, new rings.
It had Newton rings, and I got in touch with them. Ended up getting in touch with them on Instagram, and man, could have saved a little bit of money. What's up, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Hip Hops and me, my anime homie. Always people in here, anti-anime people in here. I need you in here, bud.
I don't get. I just love stories, and I don't think there's an avenue that involves stories that I'm against. I mean, if it's got good
No, but
stories, I'll be there.
he ended up sending it back and got it reholdered for
Oh, that's cool.
free. Thank you, Caroline. As far as what have you read and watched? I'll do my reading first. Read the last two issues of Rook Exodus, my favorite book right now. This book is just so detailed. Just the story is detailed, the art is detailed. Um, I love how at the end of the book it always has a little data, like it did the Wildlife grid, where it broke down all the different animals and the warden's helmets and did a little story backstory on that.
Hey, so
And
while we're on that book right now, you did see that article where they finally said that Rook is not connected to Geiger and the Unnamed War. It's under the same banner, but
it's
it's
not.
not. You know how we've been trying to figure out like how this is gonna connect. Yeah, that they were saying
Mm-hmm.
it, that some of these titles they're gonna be interconnected with themselves, and then some are gonna be the massive like Red Coat, you know, Junkyard Joe and Geiger, how they're gonna cross to that. So I was like, oh, that makes a whole lot of sense that these aren't, because I was racking my brain how Rook was gonna tie in all this.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
But in issue number 4, the great battle happens where Dire Wolf and Rook fight Swine and Ursa. So just a really awesome battle that happens. Um, they kill
the new Swine.
Swine, but Rook gets thrown into the water. And in issue 5, he basically it's like an inner dialogue where
Yeah, inner
he says
monologue.
that it's the helmet short circuiting, but he basically has like I don't know, like a vision, you could say, where he basically comes to terms with opening up to not just controlling the crows, but being one with the crows. So it's kind of a really awesome story, the way that they wrote his inner dialogue. He's talking to Pumbaa, who's the big swine that the swine helmet controls, and just great storytelling in Rook.
So right now it's Geiger is the main book, and then Junkyard Joe, Redcoat, and Blizzard are the ones that connect to the Unnamed War. Currently, they are adding more to it. We're about to get Hyde Street and then Book Exodus, but as far as I know, I don't think you have to go look at it because it's on Ghost Machine's thing on IG. I think they just posted on Friday. But I think Hyde Street and a couple books are going to be in like one sec, like a horror sec. Like then there's going to be the family sec, which we know we're getting the Rockefellers. But then there's going to be the Unnamed War set, and there are quite a bit of books that tie to that and that will tie to that. But right now it's just those four titles. And honestly, I read Blizzard. Um, it's a good story and everything, but there's no there is a connection, but you don't really need to read it. There's no real like information that adds to anything. It's just like a red coat appearance, you know.
Hmm. And last one I read was Frankenstein, which
Ah,
I'm not going to say too much about this because I'm sending this to Tina, so she's going to want to read that. But I loved the perspective. I don't know if
yes.
they've ever done that before
Yeah.
with anything like that.
Yeah, a lot of stuff where I mean, comics in general, where they've tried
Well,
to.
I mean, like Frankenstein in particular, where they told
No,
the Frankenstein story from a kid's perspective, basically.
no, I think that's brand new because they've tried to do like, you know, females and, you know, I think that for me, this, as far as I know, maybe the chat knows differently, but this was the first time we've gotten a Frankenstein story from a child's eye. And I did see, I thought this was going to go one way. So each issue is going to focus on a different body part. So this one was the hand.
Oh,
So
okay.
each one's going to be like a different body part you know, is tied to like somebody, and that's where we're going to get that story. I was like, yes, and it does make sense because Michael Walsh, the artist and the author of that book, he's known for doing like horror anthology. He did Silver Coin previously with Image, so
Hmm.
it's kind of like his bag of doing like, you know, a consecutive overall story, but he does them in these little like, you know, anthology story style pieces. I loved it. Like you talk about a book that like hit all the marks. I mean, Dracula was good. The art was. I want to say that's where it kind of missed the mark for me. I could have done with some of that abstract art, but I didn't want the whole book like that. But then the creature from the Black Lagoon, I needed more of him, kind of thing.
Yeah, it
He just
was
wasn't even in the freaking book. Like, come on, man.
it was kind of just
No,
all over the place.
this one, like I actually want this made into like a movie or something like that. I love the like how it fits into the real story because it still had the real moments from the movie, and then these new pieces were woven into it. I thought that was fantastic. And then the art was just yeah,
Oh, the art was great. Yeah.
yeah.
What have you? Did you read anything else?
Um, I read the Ultimates issue number 5, I think we got, or it's either 4 or 5, the new one that came out. But it was a good issue. But I think I've mentioned this before. They did it in this weird, like, lenticular style where it was like they're telling two different stories, one present day, and the guy's thinking about the past. It's just a weird way to tell the story, but the story that they did tell was phenomenal. It's still good. Like, I'm still loving all the Ultimate stuff. And that's what it was. It was Doom's origin. Um, I read, of course, the Minor Arcana from Jeff Lemire. He did the art,
Ah,
and
the one I fucking didn't get.
I actually liked it. You know, and but I say this about Jeff Lemire. For me and Jeff Lemire, he has a great way of grabbing me. It's his ending, so I'm always like hypercritical because he has a good way of catching you and keeping the story going. But usually, like it's near the end where he fizzles off, so I always get skeptical. But I I mean, I'm gonna review it, which means I did like it, but I thought it was great for a first issue, like a good catch, that kind of stuff. Trying to think what else. I think I read like mainly.
No, I didn't. Cat fan have not got it yet.
Well, I want to
Stickers.
see
Yeah,
Catman
Cat fan
stick.
just got some stickers. Let Cat fan know and get you some stickers. You want one of this?
I think I'm trying. I mean, okay. Besides the
It's
new
good.
stuff, I'm currently reading Scalped from Jason Aaron. It's a Vertigo title that they dropped
See you,
back in like.
Caroline.
Hi, Caroline. They draw back in like 2012, maybe something like that. But it's a recommendation from Beckerman. But that Scalped has been really good, and I think I'm on like issue 20 so far. And it's just a like murder mystery style story that takes place on a reservation, like an American Indian reservation.
Hmm.
Um, I'm also reading the older Ultimate X-Men stuff. I'm on issue like 15, and it's just fantastic. It's good, you know. I don't see why people didn't hype it up, you know, back then, kind of thing. Like,
Hmm.
because it's just
It
like the
was. It
old.
went on for quite a while too.
I think it's got like 90 or 100 issues somewhere in there, but it's like the just the amount of violence, and I mean it the ultimate for those reasons. The violence has increased, the more adulthood of situations are increased, kind of thing. Yeah, I want to say Steve.
What's a children's book?
I missed that. I don't get that, bro. Maybe Minor Arcana. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe.
Oh. Hmm.
I don't know. That's pretty much all I've read. Oh, and I'm also finally like, I don't know, like I thought I know what it is. It's because I had a gap, but I'm finishing a Nice House on the Lake. I think I'm on issue like 10 or something, and it was a book that like really grabbed my attention in the beginning. I know a lot of people were hyped on it and stuff, but like it had like this horrible like 6 or 8 month gap in between like the fifth and
Yeah.
sixth issue. I want to say I picked up like issue 6 or 7, but for some reason I just didn't like read it. And everybody keeps asking like, you know, how to turn out. So I got curious and like I'm at 10. I'm still really enjoying it. Like, and I want to say like once you get past like I think it's 8 or 9, they kind of reveal like what the story's about, what it's going on, kind of thing, and it gets a lot more interesting, kind of thing.
Uh. Sound like some gunshots outside.
Mhm.
That's not good,
It's Texas. I was talking to
right?
a lady about an alien book. Nice. Oh, okay. Oh, and you like Nice House, all right? I mean, I've heard really good things, but I've also had a lot of people ask because they know I reviewed it, like the beginning part of it, but I never finished off it.
What's
Hey,
up? Well,
Level.
boy, have a great night, bud. Have a fun time watching that with your wife. What'd you watch lately? I watched Rings of Power. Have you watched all of that?
I've watched the first episode finally. Like,
The
no,
first one?
just the first one. And actually, I did it right before this show. Like, that's what I was doing right before this episode. Because this weekend was kind of busy. We had a Fortnite FNC like tournament that was like 4 hours. Like, no, but okay. So I did watch the first episode, and same level. Like I love it. Like you know, and for me, this was the first episode that I did notice like some major differences that like I will be talking to Caroline behind.
The
Like
sludge?
none. Well, that I enjoyed because
Yeah.
because they kind of explain them, they kind of don't in the book. Some of the stuff is really vague. I keep mentioning that, but
Okay.
no, but I just the
Dude, Rings
production.
of Power is so good. It's so good. You just have to like not think about it being exactly what it should
Exactly like
be
the
and
book,
just
okay?
love it for what it is.
And
Man, I loved it.
that's my 2 points because you know a lot of people are saying it's not the similarity. It's not. It's not. It's you know it's pieces of that book. You know, I mean, so that there are some liberties that are kind of being taken. But okay, so this is one thing that I can't get. There's so many times while I'm watching this show and it just feels like it's in that world, like it
Yeah.
connects to the Peter Jack, like the way the orcs are done. It's in the same fashion. They could have done orcs green. They could have done them blue. There's not a lot of description on what these guys look like in the book. They're just like dark elves that were changed. This was Peter Jackson's look that gave them that appearance, kind of thing. You know, I mean, the
Yeah.
cartoon movies that we got in the eight that had something to do with it, but you could go a lot of ways, and a lot of these designs are the same thing. That's like Sauron's crown. It doesn't have to be in that fashion, but they kept it similar. Like to me, it still feels like in the same you know realm and stuff. Like this is a sister show of those movies. So for people to not like the show or just not even try the show. Like I recommend at least trying it, and don't watch one episode. Try it because a lot of people did not like the first season with slow starting kind of thing. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great the whole way through. I've enjoyed it. I mean, because there's still questions to me. Like I'm still not 100% guaranteed this is Gandalf we're looking at, and everybody's mad because it's Gandalf and he's in the second age, and I'm not 100% sure it's good. I'm not even 100% sure it's a good guy. Like all his powers are pretty destructive. Like I haven't seen
right?
a whole lot of good green, magic, white light. None of that. Okay, so like, no, there's a lot of like, and there's some other things. Those are the things that I want to talk because there's some things I don't remember. But like, to me, it's a great written show. The pace is smooth. The music by Bear McCreary oh my god, it's fantastic. Like it still has that. No, I love not the and this first like episode that we got of the second season. Man, you can't talk about a better way to start. Like getting like a huge chunk of Sauron. Come on,
Come on, really?
yeah, with
I think it's
Kevin.
Gandalf, but it might not be. You never know.
I mean, I want to say it's not that that's in the realm of possibilities that most people are right that it is Gandalf, but I'm just saying we don't know. I mean, I don't know who it could be. It could be like one of the Lord of the Rings angels. It could be. I mean, I don't know, an anyway.
Have you seen Horizon?
I did.
Did you like that? I quite enjoyed that.
I did. I'm a big Western fan, and like I'm a huge, like not a huge, but I do enjoy Kevin Costner, all his movies, even the ones that most people don't like Postman and Waterworld. I love Waterworld. Like, um, no, but
Isn't sort of
so
that blonde
that
dude?
blonde dude, he actually
Well, he
okay.
has different forms. Yeah.
Yeah, he has different forms because he kind of starts out blonde and he kind of, and they kind of go into that, which is nice. No, but I did enjoy Horizon. I want to say I kind of agree with a lot of people and their critique on the ending. It does kind of end like, I mean, we did know this was going to be like a 3 to 4 part thing.
I
Like
think
go,
four, right?
yeah, originally, and I want to say like that's where he's having troubles in the fourth part. But like, I mean, the ending in my opinion, that he could have done it a little differently, but it does kind of like don't just watch this and know that there's a part two coming. Don't because the way it ends with like a whole bunch of like open-ended
Yeah.
storylines kind of thing, and like I can say for me, I need a little more Kevin Costner. Like I'm hoping for the second one. We get a lot.
It
No,
seems like it's going to be kind of like a mini series almost. That's the way I'm looking at it.
And Mark is right. He's the one that stated this, but like it's very similar to Lonesome Dove. If you've ever seen that movie or read that series of
Yes,
books,
I was going to
it
say
that
that.
and that's what I want to compare this to. That's what it feels like. Like it's not like your traditional Western kind of thing where it's just about cowboys and Indians.
Oh, I can't remember
Five
the
five
rat.
tech,
There's Radagast,
yeah, and the Brown.
Sormon,
There's two blue,
Gandalf.
and they're out east, and we never really get a lot of like information about the wizards that went out east, but they kind of stayed out of the whole Lords of the Rings stuff.
Yeah, Cafe with those 5 total. Which all the seasons of Ring have not one chance to start season 2 yet. It got 4 episodes out already. They dropped 3 immediately, and then this last one came out Thursday.
I'm right there, Joseph. There's a lot of stuff that dropped because I was just gonna mention that I finally finished Terminator Zero. I had 2 episodes to go, and I finished that today. I really enjoyed
Nice.
that. I really, I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of people don't describe what this is, like synopsis what this is, and it's one of the best parts about this show. This is a what it's not a what if. It is a what if technically, but this is a what were the other countries doing while America was launching Skynet? I mean, you're talking about, I mean, at all given times during our world's technological phases, it hasn't just been one giant that's on top. So what was Russia doing? What was Japan doing? What was Korea? And that's what the show is. This is what was Japan doing while America was coming up with Skynet kind of thing, and I thought it was a fantastic idea.
What we got here? Gandalf the Gray, Saruman the White, Radagast the Brown, two blues, and Gandalf doesn't remember their names. I watched too many times. It's a great trilogy. It was a badass, right? I
Yeah, it
love the
was.
series.
I mean, the music, they did a
It
good job
was.
on everything because they I don't there were so many Easter eggs. I don't even know if y'all like how because I'm pretty sure Mark caught a lot. But that was like, the first time that the Terminator actually shot at people. The bullets were the soundtrack from Terminator 2, the dun 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 dun.
Uh
And his
huh.
four shots were the same in the same sequence, and it was like, and then that was when he was. I was like, yeah, But they had a lot of like toy homages, like movie homages. I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, Paul finally watched T2 redeem himself.
Oh,
He still hadn't seen all the
619.
aliens though. No,
Who? Which?
Paul's
Oh, Amazing
sector.
Friends.
No, Sector
Oh,
2815.
okay.
Last
He had watched
earlier.
Aliens. Paul Terminator. What?
Yeah,
What?
he had only seen Terminator 1 and he's only seen Aliens 1 and 2, I think he said.
I could do with the
No,
aliens.
he's seen Prometheus also. It was Prometheus. So, but
I
he
could
hadn't
do that.
seen. Mark was like, "You hadn't seen all these," and he was just shaking his head.
Because I love all the bad alien films. For me, it's the Alien versus Predator, and they're not super terrible, but those are the two that just they didn't do it really a lot for me. Like I like parts of them and stuff, but you're talking about I read the comics and the games, and like we had all kind of Alien versus Predator representation. Why didn't we get that movie form? Like it's pretty plain simple, a whole bunch of aliens and some I don't know. But I like Alien
Oh,
3
don't say
Resurrection.
that.
I love Alien 3. Love. It's one of my favorites. Yeah,
Hey, Alien versus Predator 2. Yeah, that's the one that I didn't like. I like the first one.
I'm just not a fan. Like, and they keep doing it, but I'm like, and it's like as a teen getting into aliens. One of the funnest things was learning the different times that they would affect different species. And a lot of people that watch the movies, they don't realize that it's not always the same xenomorph. We've gotten humans, we've gotten gorillas, and depending on which version of Alien 3 you get, we get either a dog or an ox.
Uh-huh.
There's different versions. So I mean, I always wanted to see because we got toys that featured like stuff that we did get in the movie. Like we got a snake alien, we got like a rhino alien, like. But for some reason, the movies keep doing this. Well, let's impregnate a predator and see what that looks like, or let's impregnate like an engineer and see what that like. I don't need the xenomorphs to impregnate like every badass like species that it can. No, give us some regular like mix it with the shark first. Mix it with give us some of those first.
Hell yeah. I rewatched season 2 of Wheel of Time because that's coming out pretty soon, season 3.
I love Wheel of Time. Oh, I mean, Wheel of Time was really good.
It ended really, really well where they took out the main baddie, but and the whole team comes together. They take out the main baddie. They figure out who the chosen one is, and then you find out at the very end that all the other baddies all got awoke. So you're like,
Oh,
oh
you
shit,
you're talking about that second season of Wheel of Time knew what they were doing because that whole season was just like 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, you're talking about when they got into the whole slave stuff and the whole water thing. Like, man, you're talking
dude! The
about the
freaking Damame or whatever they're
yeah, that
called.
that that stuff
Oh,
was hitting
dude,
on
that was
all
so
kind of
good.
levels. Like, man, you're talking about feeling sorry, like feeling bad. Like, nah, Wheel of Time was like, the first season, I could see how people might not have been into it. I was, but I could see how some
It's
people might have
slow.
watched it. Yeah, and they just might not have grabbed them. It's a little confusing on what they're trying to demonstrate as far as like the chosen ones and all. Okay, but like, no, that second season, you're talking about like, bam, we gave you all the info and we're going straight forward. And it was nothing but like action story. It was so great.
Wheel of Time is Amazon, right? Yeah, it's Amazon.
And Kevin, I have not. It's one of the series I've wanted to read, but the Wheel of Time series. He had asked if we have read that. I have not.
Yeah, Rob Fatstack's wife, she's big time Wheel of Time. She doesn't think that she doesn't like the series as much, but I don't have anything to do with the Wheel of Time, and I'm loving the
It was
series.
brand new for me, and I'm really enjoying it. It did for me what I think a lot of franchises should. It got me to want to read the books, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It pulled me in enough to like, okay, I got the base story down. Let's go see what the real story is, kind of thing.
What's up, Jimmy G?
What's up, Jimmy G? Woo!
Watch Memories about how Alien was created and how they came up with H.P. Lovecraft and a few others. So good. Feel the Wheel of Time was. Yeah, I bet. I bet Wheel of Time is one of those books that's kind of difficult to read. You have to kind of. I would assume, just because how detailed the show is.
A lot of stuff is like that. Like I'm currently reading Dune. Dune is like that. It's like they're
Yeah.
throwing names at you and phrases. And the way
Mm-hmm.
Dune is set up, it's kind of like you're a kid in school, like learning stuff and set up in different, like, okay, we're going to talk about sayings. We're going to talk about, it's set up in like,
What's up, Ozzy?
what's up, Quentin?
Hope you're having a good one.
Yes,
H.R.
H.R. Geiger.
Use.
It's one of my favorite artists.
Very detailed.
Very unique individual. Yeah, it
And
is.
I rewatched. One of my buddies hadn't seen Pulp Fiction, so I watched that with him. Probably, I would say that even though Kill Bill is my favorite movie of all time, I would say Pulp Fiction is probably Quentin Tarantino's best movie.
Yeah, see, I love the first Kill Bill. Kill Bill 2 is where it kind of like, to me, it wasn't as good as the first one. But and honestly, I'm still waiting for part 3, like everything gets set up. I love Tarantino films, but my favorite is actually Death Proof with Kurt Russell.
Really? It's so good, but
I love Death Proof.
That's a pretty basic movie. I'm surprised by that. There's not much to that.
Okay,
movie.
So I'm a huge horror fan. I'm a huge there's a lot of marks that movie knocks off for me. I love True Romance. I want to say is another one of my top favorites. But because there's not a single film that I don't love. Like Reservoir Dogs. Inglourious Bastards. Hateful Eight, and Hateful Eight, man, I love the extended versions. No, I love Quentin Tarantino films. Period.
Death Proof, Planet Terror,
with Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, I love both. And Planet Terror as well with Robert Rodriguez. I love.
Pulp Fiction light is what I like to call Jackie Brown.
I like Jackie Brown. Out of Sight. Because he co-produced Out of Sight.
Inglourious Bastards is your favorite? Interesting.
It's a good one.
It's just Inglourious Bastards just out there. I wouldn't. That's kind of like his last one that he did with Kurt Russell, where they meet in the snowstorm in that bar.
That's Hateful Eight.
What's that called? Hateful Eight. That's right.
I love Hateful Eight.
Yeah, but it's just that's not. I wouldn't put that up there with some of his other work.
Ooh, that's one of my favorites. And for a lot of people don't know this, they have the Hateful Eight, and then they have the Hateful Eight directors, but they have the Hateful Eight extended, where it's done in parts, like the Zack Snyder Justice League, and each episode is like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
2 hours.
I saw that. It's got the little deal that comes up at the chapter.
It's got some of my favorite people in that movie. It's got Walter Goggins, king at what he does.
Yeah, but it's
got Sherry
story.
Moon Zombie, Rob Zombie's wife.
Basic.
Come on now.
I mean, Pulp Fiction was revolutionary. I don't know. All right. Anything else you want to talk about real quick before we show off some comics?
Yeah.
So, some new comics coming out this week. We got Geiger number 6. If you're on the Ghost Machine train, got his pups back. Fought the what was his name? The Electrocutioner.
The Shocker.
Basically the Shocker.
I forget what his name was.
The Electrocutioner, I think. Or the Electrician or something like that.
Yeah, Joseph, it costs them a lot of money. Yeah, spit on.
Finally, ain't no grave number 5. I'm going to finally be able to read the series. I'm waiting for it to finish before I read it. But Scotty Young.
I liked it. My biggest complaint is the art, and I do love Jorge Corona. Hey, Robin.
What's up, Robin? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you had a great weekend.
Yeah, I heard it was more than that. It was like 120K.
Transformers number 12. Daniel Warren Johnson came out talking about he's on it through issue 24. So he's basically committed to 4 small arcs. And I guess all 4 of them are going to culminate at the end of issue 24. So this is kind of the halfway point in Daniel Warren Johnson's run.
Kind of looks like there's Cybertron, but I'm thinking we might get, Unicron.
That's what I was thinking, Unicron, when I saw that. Just because the perspective and everything. This is pretty cool. If anybody hadn't read Something's Killing the Children number 1, we have the archive edition, $4 coming out. So you can check out the phenomenon. What's up, Barry Squared? Thanks for coming in. Definitely going to get that. I actually got that for free. I ordered some, was it Big Time Collectibles? They were doing the Jim Lee Absolute Batman for free if you just paid for shipping. So I actually bought a couple other books and got that for free. And then because I bought something on the Labor Day sale, I got that archive edition, Something's Killing the Children, for free. I think you could actually still get that, maybe, that Absolute Batman Jim Lee edition for free if you just go to the website and pay for
the shipping. Yeah, and I've seen a couple different companies do that. I think the Comic Mint's doing it. I think the Comic Exchange,
or maybe it was Comic Mint. Never mind, it's Comic Mint that I went to.
I think there's a couple, because I've seen, because, and I think someone explained it that they're trying to get those high variants, so that's how they're affording, the cost of the comic.
This is a pretty sick cover. Got Batman and Robin. They're on Dinosaur Island, and I guess Bane is there with them, and they're fighting these skeleton dinosaurs. Crushing the skeleton dinosaur's spine. This is a dope cover. From the Vault. This is when they redid the viewers vote and saved Robin.
Yeah.
They redid this in a 4-issue arc. It's almost like a negative space on this one. Thought it was a great cover. Paul, what's going on, Paul?
What's up, Paul?
Hope you're doing well. Check out Paul and the 619 His Amazing Friends every Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Great live stream. I'm collecting these Nicola Scott's
character portrait ones.
Yeah, character. It's cool though. I thought that it was only one particular character, but then I saw this Green Lantern, and it's like all the Green Lanterns.
Yeah, it's cool.
I thought it was pretty dope. They did do a Superman and the Batman for like issue 1000 or something like that. And those things are expensive as shit. I didn't even know those existed until you said that. Avengers Assemble number 1, new Avengers team. New number 1 coming out. Number 1 of 5. It's a mini series or a limited series. I'm collecting these Vecchio variants of Uncanny X-Men where it's got the character headshot and then their full body.
Yeah,
doing these for everyone. A good one. Wonder if they're going to do all the characters. Thought this was awesome. We got Wolverine Venomized. JDD. Joshua Cassara. Venomized Wolverine. Yeah. Or, I don't know.
A Venomized Wolverine. Like, what beats that?
Right? You better watch out. Yeah, I forgot to change the wallpaper tonight. Oh, well. It's my Wednesday wallpaper. We got Wolverine number 1. John Tyler Christopher Negative Space. Put this one up here. Yellow cover. Everybody loves a yellow cover. And the Peach Momoko is pretty good, actually.
Yep. I think all the hype is on that Frank Miller.
And thought this one was pretty cool.
It's
Gleason, Adamantium.
Yeah, that one's dope. The X-ray.
Uh huh.
Yep, he's metal, folks.
We got three more. We got everybody's into Space Ghost. They got this Cho cover. It's like a movie poster almost.
Yeah, like a 50s movie.
Uh huh. They got a bunch of covers. They got Matina and Barons both have really great covers for this. Everybody said it's a great series. And two more to go. This looked interesting. Deadly Trails. Reading the Gunslinger and everything, kind of into westerns right now. And this looks says a dark gloom overshadows the town of Bannock, where the clouds seem to be an omen of death. Recently a deceased but no longer among the dead, Clay is back and out for vengeance.
Sounds pretty cool.
Kind of like a Western Crow.
Yeah. I get behind. I have to look it up. Deadly Trails.
And I ordered this a couple months ago and it was delayed. It's finally coming out. We got the Somna cover gallery with the Jenny Prison cover.
I got that one.
That's a sexy ass cover.
So here's two tips about some distillery stuff. Okay, so if anybody actually has the magazine size distillery books at home, they do come with like a cover A, and then they have variants, but they just reveal that they put out secret variants, and the way to find out is you look at the barcode, and there's like a 1 in 5 chance that you have a secret variant, but by the barcode, if you find their little like fiery panda symbol for distillery, it'll be right next to that barcode. If you don't have that little symbol, it's just a regular cover or whatever. But like people are starting to realize that they have, like I have two, I just don't have them near me. Okay, the other thing on
are they different, or they just have that little symbol?
They just have that little symbol, but they do warrant a higher sell. If you were interested in reselling them. Now, speaking on that part, if you go to distillery.com, you can actually buy their comics straight from them. They have a website, right? But they started doing this cool thing where you can buy a comic and you can read it, and you could literally resell it right back to their website, and people can buy that issue from you. Not only that, since you can buy digital or real, like physical, you can sell the digital ones too. You can get a digital comic, you can read it, and you can go put it on there. And it's not a standard set price depending on what digital variant you bought. It's kind of like regular, that they have different. Some variants go for higher prices, that kind of thing. But they actually right now are giving away a free ash can on their website that you can go achieve, get it, read it, and resell it, because guess what? People buy ash cans. I think this current ash can, and I think the book is called Missionaries, but this current ash can, top selling variant that someone got, is selling for $38. Let's just throw that out. And it's free. It's free.
Interesting. What's the website?
Distillery.com. You just have
okay.
to go simply sign up, put in a small amount of information, and you can start buying stuff or start look, because they offer more than just one free, you have to look around, but they do offer more than just the one free book. And then some of those books,
Damn redhead, of course it is. Awesome. You got anything else to talk about?
In 2 weeks, me and this guy over here are going to be on my channel talking about some more Stephen King stuff, because I know so many people out there are loving my Stephen King. But in 2 weeks we're going to be the tower. Okay, in 2 weeks we're going to be talking about the second arc in the Dark Tower Marvel Comics limited series, and it's titled The Long Road Home. This is specifically gonna be brand new stuff for Trev, because it's rolling once he goes into the grapefruit. We kind of know in the book that he got lost in the grapefruit for a small amount of time, and eventually, like, Cuthbert's the one that gets him out of him. No, the comic kind of goes into what he sees and does once he goes, because it's almost like he gets teleported to like a whole nother world kind of thing. So that's what this
Ooh,
series is
that's
about.
cool.
And we actually get, like, more side stories, and I think this one actually starts where it's like a consecutive, not just a whole bunch of random side stories.
Huh.
Mhm.
I actually have that in trade. Random Rips got me that one from Ollie's.
It's Long Road Home. It's so good. And it's got some of the better art, and it gets more into Farson and the Crimson King too. Get on it, Paul. Getting the second book is
Still working on book 2, man.
It's most people's favorites. That's supposed to be a breed, That's one of my favorites. That's
My
how.
favorite's number 3. Is that the Demon Bullet? Is that the Wastelands?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, my top favorite is the end. The Dark Tower. That's my favorite.
Really?
Oh, I love the ending. There's so, like, even just looking at the way I have
It
it
has a
broken
good
down,
ending. Half
like,
of it's
man,
good.
there's so many parts, like the scene with Mordred and like Walter. I love that scene with the thinking cap. Like, it's like the scene with I mean, some of the deaths, like, and they're horrible to say that, but they're great scenes. Like the like Oi versus Mordred. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I
Man
can
in
agree.
Black.
Yeah, I can agree that the Santa Claus stuff ain't so great, but I still like that too. Like, and then get to hear the audio.
Hilarious. And we're going to be back here next week, 9 o'clock, same time as always. And Wednesday, 3 to 5, open panel community hangout. Check us out there. And like Mike said, on his channel in 2 weeks. So thanks everybody for coming by. Hope you had a great weekend and have a great week. As always, Matt Woods.
Matt Woods.